Good afternoon, family and friends, and happy Friday, June the 14th, Flag Day here in the United States. It's a wonderful way to begin the weekend with Flag Day. Some of you are probably wondering what happened to the message last Thursday. Did it get lost? Or the message yesterday, did it get lost? Well, that would have been appropriate yesterday since it was the feast of St. Anthony of Padua, the one we prayed to for lost things. And I was joking with someone, I still remember the little prayer we learned back in grade school, St. Anthony, please come around. Something has been lost and must be found. And believe it or not, it always works. When I lose something, I ask St. Anthony to help me find it. So it's a nice thing there. And I even commented to people yesterday, I have a statue in my room of St. Anthony. It's about maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall. And the thing I like about that particular statue of St. Anthony is in 1918, when my great aunt entered the Sisters of Charity at St. Elizabeth the Convent Station, a family member gave her that statue. And when she died in 1980, the statue was given to me as I entered seminary that September of 1980. And so I've had that statue all this time. So the statue now is 106 years old. And I've had it, restored and refurbished a couple times, but I love it because it reminds me of my great aunt, and it helps me think of St. Anthony, saying prayers to him. So pray to St. Anthony if you lose something, and you'll find it there. So a couple of reminders as we go through this weekend. This coming Sunday, this Saturday and Sunday, we have a special second collection. It's the annual offering for our missions in Latin and South America. And a lot of people don't realize or remember that years ago, the Diocese of Paterson did have a mission in Bolivia. And it was staffed by the priests of our Diocese of Paterson and the Sisters of Charity of St. Elizabeth. And after a number of years, we were able to hand that mission over to the local clergy of Bolivia, and they took it over, and our priests and religious sisters came back here to the United States. So our diocese has a connection to the missions in Latin and South America. So that collection will be taken up this weekend at both Our Lady of the Valley and Holy Cross as a separate collection. So please keep that in mind when you come to church this weekend. Also, I want to again congratulate the young members of our parish who received the sacrament of confirmation on Sunday, June 2nd. It was always a pleasure to have Bishop Sweeney with us to celebrate the sacrament of confirmation with those members and now make them full adult members of the church. As I reminded them, they are now adult members of the church because once someone, regardless of their age, has received the sacraments of baptism, confirmation, and Eucharist, they are considered full adult members of the church. If you don't have all three of those sacraments, regardless of your age, you are not considered an adult member of the church. So we congratulate them, their parents, and all those who brought them to this day, and particularly our catechists who worked with them these past 2 years. But with that in mind, with catechists, we could still use a couple catechists for the fall for teaching in our faith formation program. So if some of you want to step up to the plate, as they say, please call the parish offices, speak to Judy, and we'll see what grade might be appropriate for you to help us out. But passing on the faith to the next generations after us is one of the most important things we do as a church, one of the most important things we do as disciples of Jesus and followers of Jesus. Pass the faith on to the next generations. So if anyone can help us, please do so. Please do so. I know we're going to have some thunderstorms later today, but the weekend is supposed to be good for Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all our fathers, our grandfathers, our godfathers, our stepfathers, and all those who take on the responsibility of fatherhood. So congratulations to you on this coming weekend. So enjoy these days and enjoy the next week because I know it's going to be very hot. But I was out in California last week with some friends in Palm Springs, and it was hotter there. It was 111 degrees one day, and the rest of the days were between 100 and 104. But it's a dry heat. I know people say, oh, it's still hot, but it was hot, but it's a dry heat. There's no humidity. So it was wonderful to be out there for a week with some friends just to relax and do absolutely nothing. So enjoy this weekend, and we'll see you over the weekend here at Our Lady of the Valley or at Holy Cross. Thanks for listening.